I'm going to get whatever I want. I have to get.
A shocking video from one of Diddy's parties just leaked, and it showed some pretty crazy things.
Don't get up, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man.
Now, Kevin Hart, who appeared in the video, is facing a lot of backlash. He allegedly hosted the party. And he recently gave some pretty cryptic answers when he was questioned about Diddy. But what happened in the video? And what did Kevin have to say about it? The leaked video from one of Diddy's infamous parties has been making the rounds online. It seems like a lot of celebrities were at the party, but the person getting criticized the most right now is Kevin Hart. That's because he supposedly hosted the party, which took place in 2010 at the London Hotel in New York City. In the video, Kevin could be seen standing next to a bathtub. He had a microphone and was being filmed as he spoke to the camera and the other guests. There were many women around him, most of them only dressed in a bikini. At one point in the video, one woman's hair actually caught on fire. She was in the bath, surrounded by candles, and obviously she panicked when she realized that her hair was on fire. Kevin tried to play it off as a joke to the camera, but the whole thing just seemed super uncomfortable. These women were barely dressed, and they didn't seem to be treated with the most respect. The way Kevin spoke to them honestly seemed a little dismissive at times, and the whole thing just raised a lot of questions and concerns. Obviously, many people have now turned against Diddy. He's in a lot of trouble at this point. On September 16th, he was arrested in New York, and after that, he was charged with a lot of really serious things. These include trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in adult work. Diddy pleaded not guilty, but at this point, things aren't looking great for him. He's being kept at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. He actually tried to get out on bail, but it didn't work. His request was rejected twice. And that was despite the fact that his lawyer said that Diddy was willing to pay $50 million to be released. The issue is that he might be a flight risk, though. So the judge decided that he should stay at the detention center for now. Diddy is also being watched carefully. The staff at the center has to make sure that he doesn't try to do anything drastic, like taking his own life. So, overall, things are looking pretty bleak for Diddy right now. And as a result, things aren't looking too great for Kevin either. He's not being charged with any crimes or anything like that, but people have definitely begun to turn on him. He hosted that one party for Diddy, and he seemed to be pretty comfortable in that environment. He also seemed to be comfortable around Diddy himself. At one point in the video, Diddy thanked Kevin for hosting the party. They seemed to be in a bedroom together, just laughing and talking. But what was shocking to see was that there was a silver adult toy on the bed that Diddy was sitting on. Obviously, that doesn't have to mean anything about Kevin and Diddy's relationship at all, but it does seem like Kevin probably would have noticed that toy. So he must have known that some adult nature things were going on at the party. It's not clear if he knew anything more than that. It's actually possible that he didn't know anything at all, but people are definitely starting to question him now. How close was he to Diddy? How often did he go to these parties? And how much did he know about what allegedly went on behind the scenes? Was he involved in Diddy's alleged shady business in some way? After the video leaked, Kevin was actually stopped by some paparazzi. Entertainment Tonight shared a video of Kevin answering some questions related to Diddy. He and his wife, Nicole Hart, were heading to a restaurant in West Hollywood named Lavo. The paparazzi approached Kevin, and one person asked him about the party that he hosted for Diddy. The journalist wanted to know if Kevin noticed something strange at the party, like baby oil. The person was most likely asking about the baby oil because it's been reported that after Diddy's Miami house was raided, the FBI found a pretty crazy amount of baby oil. There were about 1,000 bottles of it at the house, and you can only imagine what they would have been used for. But Kevin didn't give much away when he was asked about the party. He said, "When I hosted for Diddy, you're asking the wrong person the wrong question. It's not a good question." That was a pretty cryptic answer, and it didn't give much away at all. Why would Kevin just not answer directly? Does he have something to hide? And what does he mean about it being the wrong question? Is there a good question that we should be asking Kevin? He did say that he was the wrong person to ask, though. But is that really true? Or does he know something? Later on in the video, Kevin again said that he was the wrong person and the journalist was asking the wrong questions. But you have to wonder, if he's the wrong person to ask, then how does he know what the wrong or right question is? The whole thing is honestly pretty insane. People are starting to look at Kevin differently now. To be fair, he hasn't really put out any statement about Diddy at all. However, an insider spoke to the Daily Mail, and it sounds like Kevin might be really worried about this entire situation. The source said that he was on edge and extremely tense. He was supposedly close with Diddy, which is something that the people around him allegedly know. His friends and employees are all aware that the two of them used to be close, and Kevin isn't sure what to do about that right now. The source said Kevin is used to creating the jokes, and now he's the brunt of the joke. What makes this whole thing even more difficult for Kevin is that he's actually currently on a comedy tour. And according to the insider, he knows that this might lead to even more issues. People will obviously want him to address this whole Diddy thing. A video of him at one of the parties just leaked, and it seems like he and Diddy were really close. So his fans will want to hear from Kevin. But allegedly, he isn't actually planning to address it at all. He's decided that he won't talk about it. But that doesn't mean that he's very happy with his decision. Supposedly, he's a little nervous about what this will mean for the tour. He has no idea how it's all going to play out. I mean, if he's really this stressed, he could just address it. His and his wife's social media have been flooded with comments about this. People want to know what's going on and what Kevin has to say. He could just put out a statement online and put a stop to all of this. But it looks like he doesn't want to do that. Why is that? Is it because he doesn't want to draw any more attention to it? Or is it because he has things to hide? It's impossible to know what's actually going on with Kevin right now. I guess only time will tell if any more information comes out. But in the meantime, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Kevin hosting one of Diddy's parties? Do you think he might have known about Diddy's true nature all along? And should he put out some kind of statement about it all? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.